Hi, have you ever got to a point in your life when you've basically said, I've worked really, really hard, I've worked my socks off, it's time for me to have a break. I've revised for kind of 10 hours, I've revised for 5 hours, it's time, I've worked really, really hard. Yaakov gets to a similar point in his life. He basically says, I nearly got into a fight with Esav and his 400 men. I worked with Lavan for 20 years. I've had a really stressful life, it's time for me to have a break. But God says to him, no. He says, is it not enough for the Tzaddikim that they have a place in the world to come? Why do they need to rest in this world? And this is a really powerful message in Judaism. That our goal is not, definitely not, in this world to rest and to put our feet up. We need to try to maximize our time here in order to have the best world to come that we can have. And this is shown by Daf Yomi. After the whole 7-year cycle, it's a huge amount of time. You would have thought maybe they'd earned a break. Maybe for like a few weeks, for a few months, maybe even for a year they could have a break. But no. After the Siyum, they start again straight away with the next cycle, the next 7-year cycle. Rav Nevinsal is probably one of the most learned people, probably the most learned person in the old city, even in Jerusalem. He could say, I've learned a huge amount of my life, it's time for me to put my feet up. But no, he still spends nearly all of his time learning. And this is a great lesson to all of us. The fact that for every mitzvah we have to try and do it as quickly as possible shows that we're not supposed to rest in this world, but we're supposed to maximize our time here. Thank you and Shabbat Shalom.